Cool.
All right, folks, we're back here at Daytona or the Hot Ring Super Speedway after some technical difficulties.
The cars are off.
And they're off. We're gonna restart it. We just had our first caution of the night. Here we go. DLJ and Cool
Into the
Swag.
green flag.
And it's back out.
DLJ having a solid race so far. He's led a lot of laps. Been up the front the whole time.
Yeah, we're good. I had to do a check. Anyway, here we go. Jason the God. His first showing out front tonight. One truck has lost a draft all the way in the back. I have to check out who that is.
Big
It looks like it's Alan. Or no, Timeless Vessel. Timeless Vessel. One truck all the way up against the outside wall. Oh,
Love
King
the
James
job.
comes down.
Spun around there.
Tough break for a lot of guys. No yellow. Remember, no yellows on the opening lap of a restart.
That's right.
Tough break there. James came down into Timeless Vessel, who was already struggling. Lost the draft on the restart. Tough break for them. They're going to need another caution to get back up front. And that really, what that did is that spread the field out big time here. And that's usually when we see green flag runs occur, is when the field gets spread out on the opening laps or restarts like that. We'll keep an eye. Cool Swag slams the wall.
Cool Swag, yes.
I'd be willing to bet he got a bump from somebody. And just before my stream crashed, we were talking about it, Red. Just like at Daytona, really any oval we go to, the bump draft is so important, especially in the Hot Ring Sabre. But it's really dangerous to do it in the Everon, as you see DMX try to give Giraffe the bumper.
That's right, yeah, and almost spun Giraffe, giving him a bump. It looks dangerous. It definitely unstabilizes the car in front of you.
Definitely causes truck to lose control. Here's DLJ trying to get through the middle. Leadfoot's trying to get around Giraffe.
Leadfoot.
5 wide at the line, maybe 6. Cubert's trying to get a piece of the action. DMX goes into jobless. Almost takes out Gamerstig. Crazy racing thus far here at the front. There's now a second pack that has formed behind this giant front pack. And it almost looks like this front pack's trying to split from each other. The front 8 or so trying to get away. See them side by side behind, but down the front straightaway they're going to get a draft. DMX and DLJ. Here comes Gamerstig to the lead. Gamerstig, current points leader. Second at Daytona. Second as well at Chevron. Not sure where he finished last week, but he is the current points leader for the Truck Series, despite not having a win yet. Nearly won, though, a couple weeks ago in a photo finish with Cool Swag at Chevron Motor Park. Will we see yet another great finish here in the Truck Series? This Truck Series just is a producer of great finishes, as we got one car almost going around. It's Killer Rampage in the back. May have gotten the bumper from somebody. Looks like Hubert is going to wait on him. How about Chuck Whiskey? We gave props to him. He's been really impressive during the week's event. Kind of a newcomer to this kind of stuff. And look at, he's running third right now. In the front pack, going for the lead.
Yeah. And Randy, last week at the road course, it was DLJ, Cool Swag, Gamerstig, the top 3.
That's right.
In the end, so still the same guys as the week before on the oval. So you know, the oval to road course didn't really affect them too much.
We know DLJ is a man to be on the road courses, but can never forget his prowess on the ovals, especially the super speedways. Here comes the Leadfoot. Call him Old Faithful. Always seems to find his way up to the front, no matter what race. Here comes the pit stops. First pit stops of the night couple guys from the front are going to come in. DMX, Gamerstig, Cool Swag. Now remember, it's a 10-lap window. 15 to 25 is the first one. That'll give those guys an opportunity to try and work together to maybe pull away from this pack, depending on when these drivers decide to pit.
They will, and that's Stig and DMX's strategy. That's what they did at Daytona, and it looks like that's what they're going to go for here.
Exactly right. Get a wide angle shot here. Who decides to come down? Nobody from that front pack this time. A couple of them behind. In fact, the entire second pack decides to come down pit road. So move all the way back to the front runners. And they're working on... They're getting pretty close to lapping Sphere Taylor, who's found himself all the way in the back. Now what these guys want to do is... A couple of these guys are probably praying for some guys to go down pit road so that they can kind of flip this and work together to try and gap the guys that are trying to work on them. But nobody wants to go. It's a cat and mouse game.
Nobody wants to go alone. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You want to go with the pack. You don't want to be alone. That's why you see Sphere Taylor out there in the front. He doesn't have anyone with the assist of the draft. He's just out there alone.
Always going to need some help here. Josh dropping to the back here. And they still decide to stay out. Remember, they do have all the way until lap 25 to come down pit road.
It's like a staring contest. Who's going to blink first?
Now pitting Gamerstig and DMX. Those guys pitting put them back into 10th and 11th place. Cool Swag is with them as well. And you don't lose a lap while pitting here. That's another thing. So pitting really isn't as costly, but still, at these super speedways, you really want to try and see if you can get an advantage in the pits, because it's just so hard to do. Mojo looking good. Believe making his first truck start of the season. Here comes Alan down the inside. And I've got the onboard telemetry of Gamerstig. And those three are working together pretty well. Doing the slipstream carousel that we talk about. They're working really well together right now. So let's see. Do they decide to come down? Giraffe's looking like he's going to come down pit road. Thinks twice. Doesn't actually do it. Sphere Taylor gets out of the way. So we got red with the telestrator. I really wish people could see that, because that is so funny. Here's that pack of three. We're going to have to look at how much time they're gaining, because I would have to imagine 3 is kind of the sweet spot here. At a track like this, it's wide.
A big pack.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be gaining on this pack of, 7 or whatever, 7 or 8, whatever these guys are.
And a pack like this can work together, although they would have to rely on about 2 or 3 trucks to lead the draft. As a majority of them come, that's going to leave 2 trucks out.
Here they come, yeah.
Only 2 leaders left to pit. Looks like it's going to be Alan and Jason. And if I'm Alan and Jason, I'm going next lap for sure. I'm not thinking 2 trucks is going to be that fast. Especially when you only got 6.
Saying, let's make sure we go together.
And look at that. Just like we were talking about. It's now a pack of 4. Gamerstig, Chuck Whiskey, Cool Swag, DMX have gapped that lead pack. So now it's a 4-car foray up at the front.
Yeah.
4 truck, that is.
Well, in Australia we would call these utes, actually.
A ute racing. I like that.
Yeah, A utility is what it's short for. But this low to the ground sort of look is even more like the utes that we have in Australia.
Now I have to mention, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt here. There was just a massive pileup in the NASCAR race. Going through the S's.
Sonoma.
Yeah. Unfortunate for whoever was involved in that. That was a massive accident.
Wow.
Now, Chuck Whiskey being in this pack, I think, has kind of upset
it's the rhythm,
the efficiency.
I'm
seeing him.
It just kind of upsets things a bit.
And he's going to go down pit road.
As much ground.
Yeah. And he still had to pit. So that's going to leave it back to those top three. Cool Swag, Gamerstig, DMX. Now, despite that little run they had with Chuck Whiskey involved, they still have not really lost a whole lot of ground. And another thing I'm seeing, Red, I don't know if you've noticed, is not only are they passing onto the inside, they're passing to the outside.
Yeah, it's interesting. On this sort of track, maybe, because it's flatter, maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they can get a better run by passing on the outside on the exit of the second turn.
Really?
Still passing inside, down the straightaways, and into the corner. It's exactly what they're doing here.
You see him pass on the outside coming out of the corner here.
It's paying big dividends because they are gaining a little bit. You see Cool Swag get a big run. And in practice, I had a chance to run a couple practice laps here. The runs don't really happen very fast, so it's kind of hard to judge what's faster and what's not. But it definitely looks like passing to the outside is going to be really beneficial to them on corner exit. See, they go around the lap.
Sometimes you just get a better run doing that, and with the slipstream on the corner exit, it's just easier to go around someone than try and duck inside them.
And what this pack needs to do right behind them is they need to find 2 or 3 drivers that can lead that charge, that are really the best at drafting, to basically pull that pack along like a tow hitch. They got to find 2 drivers, 3 drivers preferably, to carousel while the other 2 or 3 hitch on the outside and don't pass. Haven't seen that strategy work a lot because nobody's really attempted it. But in my opinion, that's really the only way a pack like this is going to be able to catch the top 3 the way they're running. So they're going to have 2 drivers, 3 drivers carousel while the others tag along.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, I've seen it done before. It's just nobody's really willing to find out who's faster to make it work. And of course everybody really wants to have as stupid as this sounds, they really want that next position no matter what it is, instead of actually working.
Yeah, they're gonna. It's like instinctive. You see like a gap or something, you just want to go for it.
Go for it,
make
yeah.
up a position. You want to go from 9th to 8th or whatever.
They got to strategize, but they haven't lost too much ground. They haven't really gained either. As you see, Giraffe starting to lose that draft. Not sure what happened there, but he is out of slipstream range now. Now, that's another thing. The more trucks that fall out of this pack, possibly the more efficient at drafting they're going to become, as they now have Sphere Taylor involved. It's interesting. Sphere, he got out of the way of the front 3, but he's still tagging along with these drivers behind. He's not battling anyone. So we'll see what happens there. And that's currently the gap from the front 3 to the next pack. Let's go back here. Let's get the rest. No, it's not at all. Let's give the rest of the field a little bit of love. How about Rubber Ducky? Been doing good in the Cup Series, for sure. Probably going to need a little bit more luck to get...
Assassin.
Yeah, Techno, he's also doing pretty good in the Cup Series. He's got a win, second lobby win thus far this season.
He's a veteran racer, been around for a while.
The master of the trucks. Truck U Tuesday was a staple event back in the IROC days.
Yeah.
And
I didn't really race with IROC, but I remember racing with people from IROC.
And if something's going to happen, it's probably going to happen in this pack right here. Because it's not really organized. They're not really trying to work together. The field is fairly well spread out right now. So if something's going to happen, it's going to happen here. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that. Working lap number 31. We're not even halfway yet. So this could be a slog. Working back to the leaders.
The tunnel.
Now these leaders are gonna catch, I believe. Yeah, they're gonna end up catching this lap, 3-truck lap pack of Hammerman, King James, who got involved in that first wreck after the restart, and Chuck Whiskey, who was left alone during the pit cycle, pitted alone, exited alone, and that has him all the way back in 22nd right now.
The nature of this track with the long straights, you really need to draft. It's a long time to be drafting.
Now, while we have this long green flag run, I'm gonna do something different. So, thanks to Shadow Blazing, who built this wonderful facility, we have the opportunity to kind of do a all around the track look here. I got an oppressor here.
Get on the broomstick. On the flying broomstick.
We're gonna take the drone cam for a spin here. Let's meet up with our leaders. See, that's the lap pack that they're about to catch. Here they come. Sorry, we're gonna ride along with them, and we're gonna demonstrate how the carousel works.
This is a great view, isn't it?
This is a wonderful view. Thank you to Shadow Blazing. It's not as fast as these trucks are, but it'll suffice. You see DMX go for the inside. Now here comes Gamerstig. He's going to get a big run. Does he go to the inside? Yes, he does. Now Cool Swag's going to get a big run behind him. And this carousel, we call it the carousel. It's going to keep going back and forth. This time DMX is going to, or Cool Swag is going to opt to go to the outside while DMX goes to the inside into this corner. Talk about, see how flat this corner is. See how flat this entire track is. To get a big run, you're going to want to get a wide entry into the corner.
Start from out wide.
Yeah, if you start out wide, the driver in front of you, they take that inside. That's going to get a little bit more distance. Yep. It's going to give you a little bit more distance between you and him. In turn, giving you a bigger run. One truck goes around, it looks like it's Cubert.
Oh, yep. Coming towards the start-finish line.
How about this? Take a look at this pack.
Down the back straightaway here.
These are wonderful shots here. Thank you to Shadow Blazing.
Looking back down the back straightaway.
I don't know what's happened, but we just missed Gamerstig. I think we're under caution. Yeah, the way they're acting right now, I believe we are under the caution flag.
It looks like it. There was a big crunch coming out of that corner, like everyone was sort of jockeying for position. I think there is a caution.
Well, the unfortunate thing about the, I don't know. I don't think we are under caution.
No, maybe it was just hard racing then.
Maybe. That was weird. Maybe it's a little bit of lag, but those leaders almost they almost screwed themselves over. They didn't lose too much time. As you can see, the second pack is right down here. Still got a little bit of ways to go. But that upset could have really cost them there. Let's do the chase cam.
How good is that?
This is amazing. We're gonna have to do this if we do get a restart. We're gonna have to take a look at the restart on this angle, because this is just amazing. This is a view you really can't get when you're not racing.
Yeah. Oh,
See,
yeah.
wonderful view of these leaders here. You know, other than that little hiccup that they just had, they have been working really well together. And kind of the theme for the season has been the teamwork between Gamerstig and DMX, especially after Daytona. Cool Swag as well. We know he's going to be
sort of joined in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a contender for the championship for sure.
But DLJ as well. He's had always some solid finishes.
Won last week.
Yeah.
Obviously, road course, man to beat on the road courses.
Yeah, he's always pretty solid, always up there as well.
That pack has turned into a 5-truck pack. Alan, DLJ, Josh, Mojo, and Leadfoot. And this pack of 5, there's a lot of experience in this pack, so it wouldn't surprise me if they get something together and make a run at it. Because I've been kind of keeping an eye on Gamerstig's stream here, and they've been cutting in to their lead just a little bit. So maybe they found something here. They are definitely, look at this, they are closing in.
Yeah.
Just these last few laps, they've closed just a little bit, few tenths.
True.
It's a distance right now as it stands. Hearing a little bit of beating and banging. Let's go back to this pack. This is for, yeah, that's for around 8th or 9th. Giraffe, who was in that second pack, originally the lead pack, lost the draft. Is now back here in the lower top 10, high top 15 area. And lap traffic could play a factor here as we're about to see these leaders lap King James and Chuck Whiskey. So that could be a factor. These guys don't have to necessarily have to pull over since they're battling. That's one of the rules. If you are battling and you're a lap car, you do not have to pull over for the leaders. Oh, we got a wreck. It's Techno and Cubert going around. 3 trucks involved with that. We'll see if Giraffe decides to call a caution. I see his mic flickering. Technically 3 involved, since I believe Giraffe may have caused that. I only heard it. I didn't see it. So we'll see, coming to the flag now, it's going to be now or never. We had a decent green flag run there, if so.
Yeah.
And yep, I believe we are. Yeah, we're under caution again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop back on the suppressor here. This is a view, and thank you to Rockstar also for giving us the ability to, you know, use other vehicles on creations if the creator so wishes it to happen. Just wonderful stuff. I mean, For someone who likes doing this commentating stuff, this is great. I still like sitting up in the stands with a sniper because I think that's, gives the best opportunity for angles wise, but this is great.
They gotta let us use the camera as well. Come on,
Yeah.
Rockstar, let's use the camera.
If anybody from Rockstar is watching, that would be great.
Give us a big old camera like in San Andreas.
Yeah, a Nikon or something. I want to use my phone. I want to use I want to use a Canon or something like that. With all the attachments. We got one truck still coming around getting their laps back. 2 trucks actually.
It's good. Gives them an opportunity to get back in the race.
Todd Gibbs got taken out here in NASCAR. I've only been peeking at it here and there, but he got involved in that big crash, I believe. Well, here we go. I believe these guys might be taking their halfway break. 36 minutes in.
What lap are we on?
Let's see. Let me check the stream here. Smoke him if you got him. Take a break. Lap number 43, so only 2 laps away from our last pit window opening. What are these guys deciding to do? What kind of strategy do we play? We'll find out, but could see guys try to stretch it or come in immediately. But like last run, we saw the current top three, decide to go in early, and it paid big dividends for them because you saw how much time they gained on the pack behind them.
Yeah. Get organized early, get into your rhythm, get drafting, and start gaining on people early. That's what they're doing.
I think a lot of people bank on a lot of people pitting early and then trying to gain time that way, but pretty much the exact opposite happened on the last cycle. So here we go.
Yeah. The more time you spend working together, the better off you're going to be. That's what they're doing.
Entire field still left in this race. Nobody out. Still anyone's game. Gamerstick, Cool Swag, DMX, DLJ. Top 4. As they roll it into the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing.
Here we go.
Cool Swag jumps in line. DMX going to think twice about giving him a bump because I know he wanted to. Does give it to him in the corner. As it stacks up, one truck's going around in the back. Daniel hits him.
Oh, and he gets spun.
Pretty sure that was Sphere.
Couldn't avoid him.
That is actually not Sphere. Sphere's still in this lead pack for the moment. Looks like it was Trey Dog. But here we go. Coming down to the front straightaway. This time by, pit window will open.
Pit.
Oh, DLJ comes down on Cool Swag. Takes himself out. Only one truck involved there. Costly mistake there. You cannot suffer these kinds of mistakes.
Wow.
Luckily, field still is spread out, and he's going to have an opportunity here during the pit cycle. It's a little disorganized. A couple of them decide to come down.
Cool Swag went in, and a few others.
Shadow Blazing I saw down there as well. How about King James? From the back to the front.
Gamer Stig still out.
Gamer Stig still in there.
He's been separated from Cool Swag, his old mate. Where's DMX?
That restart really shook things up. That's the power of these restarts. It can shake up the field on a whim. Gamer Stig still is up there as we see a couple of them decide to come down pit road.
Mojo in, DMX in there as well.
We see the caution. Looks like it's come out once again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to guarantee you the rest of the field has probably come down pit road, so I think that'll end the pit cycle. So a quick one. It was a quick run. Actually, I don't believe Gamerstig actually pit. Which means he's going to have to come down under green. No more pitting under yellows here. That was an old rule. You were able to pit under yellow, but I think a couple of guys are going to have to do that. So I don't think he went down pit road. I believe there might be one or two others as well.
Well, that's costly because, you know, you wanted to pit before this caution and the restart to get all bunched up and stay in that lead pack. Now, if you got to pit, you're screwed unless there's another caution.
And tracks that have the pit or the pit lane on the back straightaway, and big tracks nonetheless. If a caution comes out after you cross a pit road entry, then you're just pretty much done. That's the unfortunate situation that I believe has happened here. Caution was called after these guys had already crossed the entry to pit lane. There's a lot of tracks caution's called, you can dive right down to pit road before you hit the checkpoint on the next lap, but I believe they had crossed it. With pit road being on the back straightaway, pretty much right out of the exit of turn number 2.
And we saw at Daytona someone pit after the caution was called, and then they had to pit again under green,
Yep.
and that's happened to me before in these sort of leagues, and yeah, it's costly if you do something like that. Just pit as the caution's being called, or just after it's being called or something, and you got to do it again.
And that's the risk you take when you stay out like that. See what these guys decide to do. It's going to be Gamerstig and Mojo on row 1 for the restart. Let's turn back to real life NASCAR. SVG is currently hunting down Austin Hill with 19 to go.
Gonna give him the bump and run.
I hope so. See a repeat of Coda, maybe. Well, we're just about halfway through here at Hot Ring Super Speedway. We roll it down into the restart zone once again. See DLJ in the back.
Hot Ring, of course, is like NASCAR in GTA. And the Hot Ring Everon is the NASCAR Tundra.
Yep. Yep. Here we go, green flag back in the air.
Here we go.
Gamerstig decided to do it as he jumped down immediately. Remember, he doesn't have to jump down, and he will. A bunch of the field is going to come down pit road. It looks like a lot of drivers actually missed coming down pit road after the caution was called, or before the caution was called. So this is going to shake up the field big time here. Now we got guys like DMX, Shadow Blazing, Mojo, top 3 right now.
Can they work together?
And I'm looking at guys like Vicious Vortex back here. Some of these guys who don't have as much experience being in the front are now going to have an opportunity to showcase who they are. See Shadow Blazing. Looked like he was going to lose it there for a second. Does not. And this race has been turned on its head with that caution. That changed everything. Hearing a little bit of contact. That pack of 4 has caught the front pack of 3. Got Hammerman back here, Kubert. Look at this. Look at how much time these guys lost. Gamerstig, who was dominant early and throughout the halfway part of this race, is now battling around the 10th spot and is multiple seconds behind the lead pack.
Mm.
See Love taking a wide entry. Trying to get as big of a run as he can. See DMX looking for the lead. I don't know what it is, but DMX has really kicked it into high gear in these trucks. I mean, this has seemed to have been his prowess as of late, as he's going to come down pit road to make his stop, as well as Mojo.
So he must have pit after or just as the caution was being called.
Yeah, he
So he's got to do it again.
stayed out.
Because I saw DMX come in, but it must have been like after the caution was called, you know.
Possibly. Well, that's going to leave 5. Cool Swag, Love, Vicious Vortex, DLJ, and Shadow Blazing. Or your new top 5. How about this? Love has spent a majority of the race near the back. Same thing with Vicious Vortex and Shadow Blazing.
Yeah, and it's always a good feeling when you find yourself up the front. You just sort of want to ride with those guys for a bit. You don't want to make any crazy moves yet. You just want to ride even at the back of this pack and just see if you can stay in it for a while.
And it did for a little bit look like we probably weren't going to see another caution for the rest of the race, just judging by how spread out it was. Not enough trucks in each pack to really cause anything. But then we got the flurry of cautions come through. And now we've got pretty much a brand new top 5 minus Cool Swag.
I see Vicious Vortex here, maybe in danger of losing the draft though.
Yeah, he's lost it, and he also had to pit, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they called off the pit cycle, which could be why we're seeing the majority of these guys come down pit lane. I'm wondering if these guys still have to pit as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, people were pitting before that caution came out, right?
Yeah, it looked like it.
So I'm wondering.
I saw people pitting.
I'm wondering if they called off the pit window.
Cool Swag was one of the first to pit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they have to pit again.
We'll keep an eye on that. So otherwise, they're only a couple laps away from this pit window closing. I believe now working lap 53. Pit window ends at lap 55, and remember, lap 60, that's caution free. So there's only a few more laps before we do go caution free. Less than 10.
Mm.
You know what I should have done? I should have been down at the pits with the oppressor when the pit window opened. That would have been a cool shot.
Mm.
Take notes for next time. Lap 54 right now. This is going to be the last lap that they can pit. They just crossed lap 55. This will be telling. And nope. I think we were right. These four got really, really lucky. I believe these are the only four that actually pit before caution was called. So if this goes green, all these guys get an A+ award for strategy. I know they weren't expecting it, and that was pretty unexpected, but if it goes green and these guys finish top 4, they get the A+ award, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's strategy and a bit of luck too, you know. You just happen to pit and then a caution's called right after it, so a bit of luck there.
And that's why I always love pitting immediately. I know you want to try and bank on a bunch of guys pitting and trying to get a second or two on them, but it's a toss-up whether that works or not, and obviously you could have what just happened in this race, is a caution, an untimely caution come out. And NASCAR update, we got a caution at Sonoma with less than 20 to go. SVG was right on Austin Hill's tail. Allmendinger third.
I love Sonoma. Cool track.
Great track. One of my favorites.
I've had a go at it on Forza on the Xbox a fair bit. Pretty good.
Three more laps. This time by 3 more laps until caution free.
Cool swag, still up there doing well. Look at the DLJ.
From this view, you can see their hands in there. Look at, you can see the whole driver.
That's great.
What do you say we take the drone cam for one more spin before the end of the race?
Yeah.
I love this.
It's only at this track, you know, it's not at all
Long
tracks
laps.
you can do this. It's a good novelty.
How about this? This pack is huge. If this is where the wreck is going to happen. And they're running out of time here. Keep an eye.
Hey, this would be great at road courses where you can't really see
Yeah.
the whole track from a single point. Might have to suggest that to the road course creators. Something
Brino,
like
if
this,
you're
or a
watching.
helicopter or something.
Yeah. I think a lot of these creators like to use oppressors because they're quieter.
Yeah. You know, like Mount Panorama, here in Australia, we have like a helicopter cam usually. The Bathurst 1000. That would be kind of fun if someone made a track like that.
And with that, we are caution free. So unless a car goes over the wall, no more yellows for the rest of this race. Really good stuff from that top 4. I mean, that's about as lucky as you can get.
Yeah. Does the car exploding also?
Yeah, car
That also
exploding,
constitutes
a
a
death.
caution, doesn't it?
Yeah, death, car exploding, car over the wall.
Yeah. Other than that, caution free.
Yep. Pick up the leaders here.
Everyone
Shadow
race
blazing.
clean.
Shadow Blazing and Love looking for their first Truck Series victories.
Yeah, good luck to these guys. I hope they get it.
What a
Shake
story it
things up
would
a
be
bit.
if Shadow Blazing got his first win at his home track. We got 2 trucks into the wall
Oh,
back here. Killer
incident.
Rampage and Mojo. And Mojo is going to pull it off. His
Yes.
night is done. Unfortunate for Mojo. I mean, he kind of had it tough
Yeah.
there. He had a couple tough breaks.
Mojo,
Allen's
another
also out.
veteran in this game.
Allen also done for the night. Mojo
Damn.
is going to get the Rage Quitta award tonight, I believe. But also tough break for Gamer Stig. I mean, he and DMX as well. Both dominant very early, pretty much through an entire half of this race. Now relegated back to the lower top 10.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it gives someone else a chance to run up the front for a week.
And that could be a big points hit for Gamer Stig as well. Something we could talk about. Trey Dog and Timeless Vessel, lap trucks trying to get out of the way, it looks like.
Yeah. Cool
Getting out of the way of these
DLJ
leaders.
battling for the lead. Love the Dub's gonna fire down the middle of them. And Shadow Blazing comes out on top.
To these guys. The race isn't over.
DMX leading this second pack. Gamer Stig, his old mate.
Gamer Stig's now probably thinking, how can I get as many points as I can? He still wants to be the first guy to finish of this pack. So I know for sure he's thinking about points. Same thing with DMX. I mean, he's also up there as well. Taylor, Hammerman in there. Draft has had as well an unfortunate night. That's the way it goes sometimes. See Sphere take it 4 wide to the outside. And back to our leaders. The only drivers in this pack that have won this season are Cool Swag and DLJ. DLJ and Cool Swag, in that order, have won the last 2 races.
Yeah. It's good to see Love up there. And Shadow.
Love has yet to win in a truck. We said that earlier. Same thing with Shadow Blazing.
Yeah, hopefully they can get one today. Hopefully. Stay up in this pack and shake things up. Here they go, they're out in the lead.
And they do have a pretty good distance on that second pack. So if this one falls apart, they still have a little bit of a buffer.
He's Love with the big run on the outside. He's working well, knows how to do it.
Yeah, they
Shadows.
They're working together. They're not lollygagging. They're working.
Yeah.
As well as racing. But still, they've been doing a good job hanging in there.
Here comes Love again around the outside. No, he's going to duck down the inside.
But I really did like what I was seeing from Cool Swag, DMX, and Gamerstig earlier, using that outside on corner exit. We got Jeremy in the chat. Race has been really good so far, Jeremy.
G'day, Jeremy.
It's been a really good one. These are the top 4. Under
Love
10
down
laps
the
to go
inside
now.
Again, DJ. Down the inside of him. It's getting towards the crunch time.
Yep. Like I was saying, under 10 to go. This time they'll be taking lap number 68. I know we didn't do our picks to win the race before the race, but who's your pick of these 4?
Ooh, I'm going with Cool Swag. I've done a lot of racing with him on GT7, and yeah, he's a good dude, good racer. What about you?
Well, I'm going to go with experience. I know what everybody's probably thinking, and that's DLJ, but I'm going to go experience in the name of Love. I think he's hungry.
Nice. Yes.
Wants to get that truck win.
Yeah, he's making moves right here. He's looking good.
Yeah, I think he can get this. He's had a tough cup season, and winning fixes everything, and he's got a great opportunity to do that tonight. Goes to the outside to the lead.
He's going to have that good wide run into the next corner. He stays there. Oh, DLJ's gone around him even further around.
Yep, uses that outside entrance. It's going to allow these guys to get a big run off of him. These guys are probably thinking about right now, how am I going to set up the pass for the win? There's a lot of distance between that corner exit and the start-finish line. The start-finish line is pretty well far into the straightaway. See, Jobless has pulled it off for the night. Now these guys are going to probably catch this lap pack. We got 6 laps to go. This time by, we'll have 5 to go. Vicious Vortex has also pulled it off, and he's done for the night. Tough break for him. If you remember, he was up at the front very briefly. And this is a pack of 4 that's about to catch a pack of 4. And this could get interesting because those guys don't have to move over once again.
No, they're battling themselves.
This time, 4 to go. Those guys in front of him are 4 by 4. And the question is, will they be willing to make it easy on him? SVG just took the lead. We had Austin Green in 3rd in NASCAR. Just want to give a shout out to him. He ran really good at COTA. And we'll jump back to here.
Pack of 4. Here we go. They're gaining on the lap cars. They're all going to go around to the outside and let the leaders bite.
I gotta commend those guys. What a great move. Really great sportsman-like move right there. To get out of the way and let these guys fight for it. Here we go. 3 to go. Shadow Blazing gonna try to get that big run on the outside.
Here comes Shadow. Gonna go to the inside of DLJ now. Down the back straightaway. There's Love.
Love leaves room for Cool Swag to get underneath. This time by, we'll see 2 laps to go. DLJ gets the run off the corner, goes high. So does Shadow Blazing. Love moves over for him. Slow run down to the line. Shadow Blazing is the leader for that lap. Big run's coming. Here comes Love. As you see, DLJ ducks down to the bottom. That's the first move. Looks like they're going to be able to get around him. Here he comes, Shadow Blazing. Has a lead coming out of turn 4. This time by, we'll see the white flag. Yeah. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. DLJ all the way to the bottom, Love all the way to the top. Cool Swag through the middle, 1 to go. Who's going to come home winner? DLJ gets to the bottom. Cool Swag looks like he might be the sandwich in the middle. Love gets the run, gets through the middle.
Well done. That's a pretty big run there.
That's a pretty big gap. I don't know. There's still a lot of time, a lot of racetrack left before they get around here to the start-finish line. Shadow Blazing goes to the lead. Here comes Cool Swag from the top. Shadow Blazing comes up to cover. Love has it on the bottom. Here comes DLJ. Love washes up, but DLJ gets the run to the bottom. It's all going to be a defensive game right now.
Like the draft.
Back and forth, DLJ walls Cool Swag, but Shadow Blazing gets through, and he's going to win at Hot Ring Super Speedway. What an upset. First career win, and it comes at his own racetrack. Here's the second pack. This is the battle for, I believe, 5th. It's going to be a close one. Looks like Giraffe's going to get it.
Oh. Bumper to bumper there.
A lot of dancing around there. A lot of dancing around coming around turn 3 and turn 4. And DLJ got a little bit too aggressive with unleashing the dragon, as they call it in IndyCar. Got a little bit too aggressive there. Ended up putting Cool Swag in the wall and stopped their run, allowing Shadow Blazing to get his first Truck Series victory.
Oh, look at that. Looked like King James just got a slingshot.
Yeah, he got around Techno, I believe, for that position.
Right at the line.
15th place. It's Trey Dog and Timeless. They're not going to quite get to the line, but Trey Dog will have that position. What a race. I mean,
what a race. That was a good one.
It got strung out there at the end. But strategy was the name of the game. I know a couple guys were just tuning in at the end. Job blessed with the fastest lap. Only one in the 39-second bracket. He's fastest
Good
by
in there, seeing
3/10.
Shadow and Love trying to get their first win of the season, and good battle, 4-car battle.
Yeah, great job by that top four. The way they got up front was they decided to pit before that caution came out, and it ended up working in their favor. They restarted not having to take that green flag pit stop. And that's why I love the fact that you can't just pit under caution anymore. You can't just go to the back. If you decide to stay out that long, you kind of pay the price for it. Just adds another element. But anyway, that's going to do it. Again,
Where
thanks,
we going
Red.
next week?
Next week we are at, let's check the schedule.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, next week we're at a short track. We go short track racing for the first time this season.
Short track racing?
Yep. Torch short track. Shadow blazing, slipstream off. 99 laps, same time. Should be a fun one. I know a lot of drivers are probably ready to go short track racing. I know I am.
Short track racing.
Short track racing. Well, anyway, we'll be back tomorrow night for some TNS racing, where I reckon Randy's going to try to turn his season around. Third road course race season. We'll see what we can do, as Sam Mayer just absolutely obliterated that corner. Go SVG. Sam Mayer just overcooked that corner. That is unfortunate.
Check a bit of it out.
Well, that's going to do it from Rick and Randy and Red. See you next week.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Randy.